So we've covered what equity is, how you can quickly build and establish that equity, and different ways to access or tap into the equity. Today I want to talk about some popular misconceptions. Now, in those previous videos that I'm going to link below, we talked about, quickly accessing that equity, and essentially it's one of two or three ways. You can sell the home and you can get an equity loan or an equity line of credit. And essentially, if you're selling the home and you've got a place to go, your credit doesn't necessarily impact that process, right? You sell the home, you get the cash, do with it what you choose. However, if you're going to be getting an equity loan or an equity line of credit, it's very important that you understand that you need to qualify for that loan. And the reason I mention that is because I get calls all the time, and it's heartbreaking. You've got people that are in a home that might be worth $1 million, and they've got a ton of equity built up that they've established over the years. They want to get that money out. The problem is they called me too late. They let some of their bills go unhandled, right, or unsatisfied. So the credit has suffered, and now they can't qualify for an equity loan. So the only choice that they're left with is selling that home. There's an old cliche that says, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail, right? And that's not to pour salt on a wound per se. Hopefully this is a cautionary tale. If you see that coming over the horizon, hey, I've got some bills that I need to handle, we need to consolidate this debt, let's act now and see what you might qualify for, unless of course you plan on selling the home, because the last thing you want to do is list that property out of desperation, because then you're going to have to take what you're offered, right? If you've only got 30 days to sell the home, you got to sell that home. But if you plan and you see, okay, what can I get as far as an equity loan or an equity line of credit to get me out of this bind, to consolidate this debt and put some space between me and these bills getting late, there's no shame in that. And in many cases, we can do so by improving your overall situation, by not only consolidating the debt, lowering your overall monthly expenses, but in some cases you can actually accelerate the growth in your equity. So remember, your equity is your equity, but if you need to borrow it, if you need to tap into it through an equity loan or an equity line of credit, you're still going to have to meet all those lending requirements, which include your credit score, your payment history, your debt to income ratio, etc. So don't wait until it's too late. And I know with life, things tend to get busy, and we're always going to get to it. If you find that things are getting tough financially, it's happening to everyone. Things are getting expensive, and you want to make sure that you're prepared. Even if it's just to check and see, that's what we're here for. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, send me a message, or give me a call. I hope this helps.